What's up, everybody? I got my Guza Tubes shirt on, so you know I'm getting busy. Today is another day of working on the swap bikes. I am going to be doing all the spaghetti, or most of the spaghetti, cleaning up the wiring and just getting everything nice for my buddy Joseph. I'm going to be relocating the coil a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to be putting the petcock in a better position, doing stuff like that. So basically doing all the plumbing. I'm going to take off that exhaust because we might be nixing that exhaust and getting a better or a different exhaust going. I don't know about better, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. What's up, everybody? Bike Builder Bear in the house. I'm the man on the ground working on the bike. That's my daughter Dallas. Those are my puppies. I'm working today on my buddy's 212 4-valve. Brand new motor. We haven't even broken anything on it. Still got the seal right here. We've got most of the parts to put everything together now, so I'm tinkering today on this since he's given me so much to get that together, so it's about time for me to pay my dues. But right now I folded this mount down for the coil. My buddy got this coil. He's gonna try this new high performance coil. It's really thick, so I'm hoping this works out for him. One thing I gotta say is this is not cool. This isn't even soldered or taped. Like, I just noticed this in the nest, and there's also a breach in the wire right here. There's a breach in this wire. There's probably a breach right there. And look at the spaghetti nest. My bike don't look like this. This, to me, is unacceptable. So, I'm going to switch this up for my buddy, clean all this up. I'm also going to plug in all the wires and mount everything and zip tie everything up and get everything to where it looks like it came out of a factory, or even better than a factory, like it came out of a professional shop like Cruzy's Original or any local or big time custom shop. You know what I mean? You got to have some quality to your work. So for me, my preference is to never use tape of any kind unless absolutely needed. I mean, look at this. This is factory, the tape. But this bike had a oil venting issue and oil sprayed up in here, and even the stock electrical tape, I've got to chase this back and cut all this off and clean that up. You know what I mean? Or else it's going to become an issue in the future. It's always good, like, because electrical tape doesn't do good with oil. Oil in its base is a solvent, or not in its base, but oil has solvent-like properties, and you know, and this is not what you want. Heat shrinking and soldering is what I like to do. Covers and crimps, they work too. Some people say solder makes the wires brittle and they break. I think if you do it in the proper amounts of solder and you use the heat shrink tubing correctly, it eliminates that vibration in that section of the wire. And also it depends on how you have your wires laid. If you have a soldering joint in a turn or in a bend, of course it's going to fatigue. But if it's in a solid line like this and there's no pulling or wearing or flexing like this, if it's just in the straight line, then generally soldering is the way to go, I believe. Okay, look at this. This is how the wires should be. It does look like a bundle, but all the plugs are on either one side or the other. It's not all spaghettied. There's no tape. There's no terrible connections. This still needs to be grounded here, and there's another ground that comes on here. But everything is where it should be. Everything is clean. You pull the plastics off, you can see everything right there. Then on the other side, look at everything comes together, routes up together, even with the oil vent, this oil vent that comes up and comes out over here. Everything is clean. Everything is easy to identify. If you have a problem, an electrical problem, you will see it. You will know it. Okay, so check it out. Pretty much all done. Reran the petcock, put the petcock here because my buddy wants to run this coil that he got, high performance coil, nice and thick. It wouldn't fit up here without modifying the wire. He wants to run this wire, so I just got a big pair of channel locks and folded the mount down, back down. It's still strong, do the job correctly. Fuel line comes back over here by the carburetor, intake's in. We're gonna shorten the power wire because I have it running up here like this, and we're gonna get a new end and splice it in right there, get rid of this extra. We don't need that. That's just excessive. But pretty much all the plumbing is done. I'm going to take off this exhaust because I think he's going to run a different exhaust. After the performance that I got for making this little expansion chamber, kind of looks like a stock pipe. I could claim it to be a catalytic converter to an ignorant, CHP. So I think he might try running that on this. So things are looking good. I'm at a standstill. I don't think I could do any more for this. Okay, so we still have to deal with the exhaust. I'm not sure if my buddy's gonna be continuing to use this muffler after the results that I got of making my own handmade head tube pipe and everything. Really good results. Here's what it looks like. Everything tucked. I'm waiting for him to bring the carburetor so the rest of the line isn't plugged in. Looking sweet. All the wiring is nice and tucked, and except for that power cable, which will be dealt with probably later today. And then you can see I just got the vent running up here. Everything is nice, tucked, tight. The intake manifold is on, ready for the carburetor. Nice and clean, ready to go. No duct tape and bubble gum and baling wire.